channel. This is Nigeria Canada Girl. If it's your first time watching, welcome. Just hit the subscribe button so you get notifications whenever I have a new video. So guys, today I'll be talking about a topic that has called for so much concerns. I have so much concern. I have received a lot of messages about people giving money to scammers under the guise of immigration consultants or immigration lawyers, right? And trust me, if I were to sum up the total amount of money that I have been told through all these messages have been given to these guys, that's more than enough for proof of funds for a family of 4. And I'm not kidding. So guys, today what I'll be talking about is just giving you tips on how to spot a dishonest, a fake, a scamming immigration consultant, right? So yes, I understand it's absolutely great to want to relocate to Canada. It's something I advocate for. As a matter of fact, it's something this channel is built on. But however, the main reason I built this channel is to point you in the right direction so that you don't fall into some of the holes or some of the mishaps I had to during my process. I might not have fallen for any fake immigration consultant or any scammer, but I know it was tough for me. So the purpose of this channel is basically to point you in the right direction, hence my topic for today. So how do you identify a fake immigration consultant or a fake immigration lawyer or a scammer, because that's just what they are. So I'll be giving you some tips to help you before you settle or sign off or part with any cash to anyone as your immigration consultant. So first thing you should do, Google is a powerful tool, like I always say. Run a Google search. Find out the name of that company, run a Google search. And when you're running the Google search, use specific keywords. Like when I'm trying to find out if something is a scam, I actually put the name of the company and I put scam behind it. So say your name is ABC Consulting. So I say ABC Consulting scam. So whether it's on forums, other websites, comments, you'd always see results of people who might have complained of the same individual, right? You'd see reviews, and that kind of already gives you an idea of what you're dealing with, okay? And also you're checking Google to look for digital footprints. If you're a legit immigration consultant, I need to see a website, an active website, you know, not just some shoddy looking websites. I need to see that, well, not many of them might have social media channels, but at least Facebook, like there should be like a Facebook page. You might not have Instagram, but there should be some digital footprints in some way, right? There should be some sort of media exposure, right? Especially if the person claims to have been doing this for years. So for me, it's a red flag if I'm not able to find anything about you online. You might be legit, but this immigration consulting business is heavily done online. So if you do not have any online footprint at all, I will be worried, okay? Something else to look out for, or something else to do, is familiarize yourself with the Canadian immigration process. There are different ways to relocate to Canada, and it is clearly stated on the official Canadian website, the Government of Canada website. Go to the website. I'll put the link in the description box of this video, and familiarize yourself with these ways, right? Are you coming as a student? Are you coming for a student visa? Are you coming as a permanent resident through the Federal Skilled Worker Program? Are you coming as an entrepreneur? There's a stream for entrepreneurs. Like, it is all the ways. Are you coming to visit? All the ways you could possibly come here as stipulated on their website. So when you hear something that doesn't quite seem like what you saw, alarm bells should already be going off in your head. For example, someone had told me, oh, she met someone that says she doesn't need IELTS, so she doesn't need IELTS to do the Federal Skilled Worker Express Entry, and I'm like, that doesn't sound correct. It is a requirement. It is not being boycotted, or it's not being taken away for anyone, regardless of who you are, what country you're for, and it doesn't matter if you're using an agent that claims to be the best in the world. It is a requirement. It is there on the website. So not just being in the dark and not having no information or no knowledge at all about the process is not the way to go. You should actually know the process. So you might not have enough time, or might not know enough to do it yourself, which is why you need an immigration consultant, that is great. But at least have an idea of what the process is about, okay? Something else I recommend is that you seek a second opinion. I want to assume you probably know someone who has come here through that process you're trying to go through. Reach out to the person, because what I find is a lot of people are already in too deep into these things when they contact me. I'm like, well, I'm your friend. I mean, I've had this page like forever. Why are you only just telling me now that you've been scammed and you've been working with this person for over 5 months, right? There's really nothing to hide. If you're looking to move to Canada, the best way you can get good advice and tips is actually to reach out to people who have successfully done it through the normal way, right? Reach out to them like, hey, guy, babe, I'm about doing this process, so I know you did it, and I'm working with an agent, and this is what they're telling me. You know, does it check out? Do they tally? Like, does it make any sense? Does it sound legit, right? Because there are sometimes people tell me things like, someone has told me once, oh, they said they're already giving you a job and you're already a permanent resident. All you need to do is pay an amount of money. I'm like, heck no. You don't pay anyone any amount of money and then they give you your permanent residency. Everything that is required in the process, you still need to do this. You still need to write your IELTS. You still need to have your results evaluated. There are no shortcuts to this, okay? So always make sure you consult with people and make sure, you know, you just open up, let them know, and they'll be able to advise you. They might just be saving you a whole lot of money you're about to throw away, okay? Something else you can do is you can reach out also to me or anyone else that you trust for recommended agents. Like, I get a lot. In fact, I already have a template on how to respond to those questions. Oh, Neka, can you please recommend a credible agent? I'm like, oh, of course. I know this person. I know this person personally. I know people they've worked for. I know people they've used. I think you can reach out to them and see how it goes, right? So you can always reach out and ask for recommendations for a credible agent, okay? So there are just these red flags you should already sense when someone isn't being honest. And as a policy, I always say, if something sounds too good to be true, it's probably not true. It's probably fake, right? So someone telling you all you need to do is give me $200,000 and I get you a Canadian citizenship, or I secure you a job. You know, there are many people who fall into these hands, and trust me, some of them do not just end in just parting with money and the person disappears. Some people actually get a visa, right? They come here and realize, shoot, this was just a visiting visa, but what the person promised them was citizenship. And guess what? They become stuck, and in their desperation not to go back, they fall into all sorts and make all sorts of mistakes. There are many people here who came here the wrong way and are being held in certain shelters, and you don't want to be one of those, okay? So just make sure you're doing things the right way. Now, let me just answer this question openly. It's a popularly asked question. Neka, how can I convert my visiting visa to a work permit? Or how can I convert my visiting visa to a permanent residency? So a permanent residency. You can't. That's just a simple answer. A visiting visa is meant for that purpose. A visiting visa. It's just for you to visit. There isn't a laid down process anywhere to convert a visiting visa to a school visa, a student visa, or a permanent residency. It's just what it is, a visiting visa. Okay guys, so I'm just hoping, I mean, this is one of, I think this will probably be the shortest video I've made, but it's just something I felt I needed to speak about because the amount of complaints I get in my inbox is alarming. I'm like, yo, but you didn't let me know before you started dealing with this person, right? So please be careful. If you just want to check out the information a consultant is giving you and you just want to run it by me like, oh, this is what this person is saying, I'm not an immigration consultant. I do not have a list of immigration consultants, but I know some really great certified immigration consultants with testimonials, with people who they've brought here, with legit businesses registered with the Canadian government, right? So I know immigration consultants could go two ways. They could either be here in Canada or they could be in Nigeria, right? So whoever it is you're working with, just do your due diligence. And the best advice I can give is wisdom, right? Do not brush away those little those little, what do I call them now, pointers, those hunches you get, like, something tells me this guy is fake. Don't ignore them. They come for a reason. If you get any hunch about something not being legit, you should do some more work. And hopefully, guys, I save you a lot of money. Like, I need all this money being thrown away. Like, I wish it were being thrown into my accounts, right? So guys, I hope this helps, and until my next episode, be fabulous, be smart. Bye.